So I had a couple lessons with my trainer last week, and she did a video, but I haven't gotten it from her phone yet. We decided, since he continues to bump against my hands, trying to get him soft because he's a bracy horse by nature from the way he was ridden before, that she wants me to keep my hands perfectly still and not use the reins. No half-halts, no nothing with the reins, just using leg to turn him and drive him, leg and seat. So what we're doing here is I added some poles just for fun, give him something different to do. We do a lot of our suppling work down the long side on both sides of the arena. But today I decided we're just going to do some of the suppling work with poles in between just to give him something different. He seemed to enjoy it. Later, after this segment was finished, I went ahead and I raised the poles so that they were alternating, so he had to pick his feet up a little higher and give him a little bit more of a challenge. You can see here he's come soft a little bit. He's still bumping a little bit towards my hand, and anytime he tries to push down against my hand, then I just squeeze and make him go forward, make him work harder. So he is riding with his head a little high and a little bracy. But I'm not giving him any extra pressure. He's just doing that on his own, and he's going to have to find where the softness is, where it's easier for him. And he does come down. You'll see him come down a little bit here and there. And it's all I'm doing is just keeping the reins straight and just riding him with my legs and my seat. And so it was just a pretty simple workout. We didn't do a lot of anything special. We have a show at the end of the month, so he should do pretty well. We're working on the walk halt transition quite a bit, and the trot walk halt to make sure that our trot and our walk and everything is straight. You'll see here eventually I'll do a couple diagonals. I want to make sure the diagonals are good because one of the intro tests has diagonals, so I want to make sure that we get those down. He was a little crooked and he was going a little funny in the last time we showed, so I want to make sure that we get those down. Anytime he gets too forward and too bracy against my hand, then I go ahead and circle him, and then he softens, and then we go back out. So that's just some of the basic work that we're doing. Just give you an idea where we're at. We are eliminating the bump against my hands, which was a big problem, and he's staying active and he's not like trying to run off. Here you see our diagonal. You can see him come soft. So he is finding it on his own, and he's just going to have to go soft, and I can't push it with him. And if he wants to dive down and go down against my hand, then he just has to work harder. So it's in the last week since we made the adjustment, he hasn't been pushing against me. Very rarely does he push against me. It was to the point where it was like every stride almost. It was pretty bad. So we went ahead and took care of that. We also took care of him wanting to just sort of rush off, and we did some circling work and basically made it difficult for him when he tried to run through my hands. We went on a trail ride yesterday. He was very good. So he gets a lot of diversification in his training. You can see there he comes soft again. So it's coming, but he's not bumping and pushing against me, which was the big issue that we had to get rid of. So anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. It's just a short little highlights clip from today.